But the Classic, like I said, will be end of March, or beginning of April, so just look out for that announcement. Of course, we have Limit Break coming up in February, Arnold's in March, beginning of March. Actually, the end of March, the end of February, beginning of March this year, which I'll be competing in that, and that'll be right after the Limit Breaker. And then we have Effin coming up on that. We have Todd's show, The Forge.
Yeah, it's going to be in May.
I don't know if Jeremy will do another one. Not sure yet, but you'll have Alabama Strongest Man in there. I'm trying to get Tyler Davis to do another Strong Crew.
Yeah.
Because that was an awesome show.
I know, so I'm trying not to count my chickens before they hatch. I got followed by a powerlifting competition that's in
the 365 Mobile.
Yeah.
He reached out to me and asked me about my total and all. And I guess in a way hinting at me coming to lift there. Because I noticed they hadn't asked a question. I said, it showed on their bench press you'd win a prize for heaviest bench. But the only thing I'm not sure about, which I don't really agree with, it's not my show, so I can't say nothing, is that equipped lifters are in with raw lifters. So automatically an equipped guy is going to bench more than me, even though I'm in the mid sixes.
Well, I mean, is it going to be like
it's the heaviest bench at all?
But they're not going to divide up and I can understand them doing them at the same time, so they don't have to reload weight.
No, they're going to just whoever the heaviest bench is.
Oh.
But if I put a suit on it, probably in 900s. But no, because that is not real.
Get you
lifting.
A little slingshot.
That's not real lifting. I know people are going to hate me for saying that, but if you have to put a suit on to lift weight, and that suit has to essentially be like forced open or forced on you, that's crap.
Yeah, I don't like the assisted bench. I can understand a deadlift suit a little bit better, but I guess that's because my deadlift sucks and my bench is not bad.
Yep.
But I can't stand. I don't even like the slingshots.
When I lifted at the Arnold 2019, I had Julius, I had TD Smash.
I was so mad. I almost got to meet Julius, and I was just like, I could see him, I just couldn't get to him.
You were there?
No, in Tampa. He was there,
okay.
and I couldn't get to him. I was working on something.
He's a cool dude. Yeah. And then also we had Eddie Hall sitting there watching us lift that day, and this was at the XPC at the Arnold, and they put all of us, being James Strickland, TD, and Julius, we're all bench only. They put us in with the equipped. And of course, we all opened at more than a couple of the equipped guys even got. So automatically they hated us. So it was pretty good. But I don't know. I don't agree with equipped. But hey, everybody's, got to be happy some way.
I did see an interview where Julius was talking to Mitchell Hooper, and he's talking about wanting to transition kind of into strongman a little bit and try to take some pressing records.
People don't realize that Julius is not just pressing strong.
No,
if he trained it more, he'd be a phenomenal powerlifter. But even with him really not training deadlift and squat, he can do a lot of weight.
I think he was talking. I didn't see the whole interview. I just watched clips of it. But it was like he was talking to Mitchell, and he's like, I want to go in for the axle and the log. But he goes, but I want to start from the ground up. He's like, I don't want to just come in and try it. He goes, I want to build the base and work my way up like you're supposed to. Like he was being really respectful about it, because
log he could probably keep up with
because Iron Bibby he just set a new record.
Not much training. I mean, he is so damn strong.
Yeah,
but Axel would take definitely a while, but just because he's not going to have mobility with it just doing chest.
I think both of those records got reset recently. I think
Mitchell Hooper won it and
Axel,
Iron Bibby.
Yeah, he got the log, which is insane. You're talking 500 pounds.
Iron Bibby would probably have more. He doesn't have good technique because he's too damn big.
That's kind of a positive and a negative for him. Like he's got a big shelf for it to sit on. So I mean, once he gets it up, he's got the advantage. It's getting it up. And I was watching another channel talking about his legs being, as big as his legs are. It's kind of hard to get around it. That's why his deadlift isn't, top level right now. I mean, I'm sure he's still got a hell of a deadlift. Yeah. But he's talking about now Iron Bibby's wanting to go for the deadlift record. Like that's his next goal.
Jesus Christ, that'd be crazy. Well, he's definitely big enough to do it.
Oh yeah.
But it's crazy. He was saying that when he leaves his country, there's a long road you have to go on, and it's hit or miss whether you're going to get shot at or killed.
Well, he don't have equipment to train with either.
Yeah,
like he's doing a lot of this training without logs.
Yeah, I don't know if I would want to deal with all that.
So it's like imagine him being in a setting where he could just train and be focused on that 100%.
That's why I wonder. I don't know why he just wouldn't go spend a year or two in England, like where he's doing, and train.
I think he just doesn't want to leave his community or something.
Well, I mean, I can see that.
Yeah.
If it's small like that and they rely on that. But
Yeah.
anyways, I don't want to keep you forever. I know we're trying to go, but
I've got plenty of time. As long as I'm back by 5, which is only 3:00, we're good. So I don't want to keep you long. I know you got a long ride. I could talk about strongman stuff all day. Because Alex, she'll indulge me for a few hours, but after that, she's like, Chuck, I'm tired. I want to go to bed.
Yeah, that's enough. I would say today ran pretty smooth. I wish we had a little more people, but it was overall, everybody was happy and it was fun times.
Had some issues with vendors. Of course, there was some personal issues that I understand. Like our dessert truck, she had cut her finger.
Mm-hmm.
She went to the hospital at 5 a.m., got stitches. She still made it by like 9 o'clock to set up. But then when she went to get her stuff, the stitches popped. So she had to go back and take care of. So I understand that kind of stuff. Then we had Miss Amanda. Fortunately, she was supposed to send a team over here to help. She was at Nationals in South Carolina today, and she had to leave due to a personal emergency. So she wasn't even able to send anybody over here because she had to send them to the Nationals to cover for her. So, I mean, I understand that. Then we had a few other vendors that just completely ghosted us, which are friends of mine. So they're going to get an earful. But
yeah, well, I had the food trucks that I had set up, and
that situation really bothered me because they told you one story, they told me a different story, and either way, it wasn't handled properly.
No, I wish they would just, I wish they would just said what the hell, they didn't want to come. But
there's 2 other food trucks that I've never had a bad experience with. One of them, the only reason I haven't used him in a while is because he gets booked so far in advance, and it's probably because his reputation is so good. Crazy Good Barbecue, the one that I had at the Strongman competition when we were at the other location.
I want to use these Cajun people you have.
They are so good.
Man, that food's good.
Yes.
Oh my
God. It's worth every dollar. And I'll tell you, did you try the boudin balls?
I didn't try those. I got the lemon pepper mild wings.
Yeah.
And they are ginormous. I had 15 wings. It feels like 5 pounds of food.
I got a double patty burger. I couldn't eat but about half of it. I was stuffed.
Yeah, that was fantastic.
Yeah, they're best boudin balls I've had ever. And that's one of my favorite go-tos. But we're building a good relationship with a lot of vendors. Mm-hmm. Like we've got those 2 food trucks that phenomenal. And this dessert lady, I know she had a lot of like just finger getting cut and all that stuff. I can understand that situation, but we're going to have her at the next Strongman competition.
That'd be a big hit for her. The Aurora people, I know, unfortunately couldn't show up. Yeah. Miss Amanda did text both those, and she had a emergency she had to get back to, and then her people basically scheduled something else. But we love her and we appreciate her. Like I said, I didn't know that a company like that existed in Alabama until.
She's fairly new to the area, isn't she? Like she just opened up down this way.
I believe so. I don't know for 100%.
I think she just had a grand opening in Coleman or something.
I knew about her. The first time I really knew who the company was and she is from Alabama's.
Yeah.
And then Catherine went over and met her and let her know we had a comp, and then she reached out and we got her set up, and she came in there, and now she sponsors Olivia.
Mm-hmm.
And
she's got some good athletes.
Yeah, I think she sponsors Adam Guy now too. I can't remember.
I know she sponsors Matt
Anderson.
Yeah,
he's a 231 in Tennessee.
The Viking something on it. Enlightened Viking, I think, is his Instagram.
Okay.
Yeah, because he was like, we maxed out our 105s quick. Like we booked that, and every time somebody falls off, I try to find somebody that's going to fit in well. And every time I go to message him, it fills up before I can message him. So like, I don't want to send him the invite and there's no spaces. So,
gotcha.
If we get the space, he's going to get an invite.
I think if you wore a cut-off shirt, you might look better than the camera.
What's that?
I said if you wore a cut-off shirt, you'd probably look bigger than the camera.
You know what? As long as I fill out my shirt, I'm fine with that.
Oh, okay.
Finally in the extra larges and staying in the extra larges. I was in mediums just a couple years ago.
Next time I'll wear like a long baggy shirt. What's happened to Trey?
Well, we know they're fake muscles. So
yeah, that's right.
Just
oh my God, what's that stuff called? Oh my God,
what?
It's like silicone, but what's it called?
God, where they inject the muscle.
Synthol.
Synthol. Yeah.
Yeah, it's all synthol. I pump it up every morning. That's right.
God, those scare me. It just looks like they're going to explode. And
I think someone do get have to get drained because they get infected.
I don't understand why people think that looks.
Because people are stupid.
I mean, I don't know. I've seen implants that somewhat look okay. Like I know someone personally who's had a pec implant.
Yeah.
But it was more medically needed to balance instead of
a male pec implant.
Yeah.
I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah, it just makes it more uniform, so it matches the other side. He had a deficiency, so it filled it in.
Huh.
And I mean, it looked good, but then he had to get it removed. I think. Well, I might be speaking out of turn. I think he ended up getting it removed because he actually started building up the muscle, so he was able to fix the deform, like not fix it, but build up enough to level it out. So, but I've seen implants that look okay, but the synthol crap that they inject, that's just
crap.
Oh, looking like a balloon out.
Yeah, I love it. That's when I read that comment, I was like, I gotta say something about that.
You should have.
I know.
Get more engagement. You ain't gotta say nothing mean. Just say something funny.
I don't need to be. I don't want any beef with anybody. I don't want to come off as a bully.
I defended your honor.
Yeah, so I appreciate that too. I'm trying to be neutral with everybody, including everybody from Mississippi. I have no beef with them.
Mm-hmm.
I hope everything they do works out. Obviously, it did. It looked like a pretty nice Florida show. I mean, I'm sorry, Mississippi show on the beach. And
that one where they had to carry the sandbag into the water.
This is like the Brian Shaw one back in whatever year he dropped it.
Well, they had to drop it into the water. I think I think that was part of it. Like you had to dip it in the water and then carry it back out.
Man, it's about 20 pounds, 30 pounds heavier.
God. I know because Alabama was my first show. We had to do a sandbag over bar and for reps, and it started raining right before my turn to go. And every time the bag hit the water, the puddle would disappear. So I know it was going into the bag because it was on rubber.
Yeah.
And I could feel it getting heavier every time. I can imagine just dunking a whole sandbag. The worst part about it, though, is whoever owns those sandbags, I would hate to have to dry those out. Because when I made my first set of sandbags, I got the wrong kind of sand, and it was just a little damp. It took over a year for that sand to completely dry out. Water would just...
You probably got to empty it and then dry the bag and then re-sand it.
You got to.
That's probably... Oh. But it's funny to me, like, Becca was putting it on, and she probably could have outlived to half the men there because she's an animal.
She is.
So Levi better watch out and not make her mad.
I was very disappointed. They reached out to me to ask to do the live stream, and I was already booked for that weekend. I was really sad that I couldn't go do that because that was on the beach too.
Well, it worked out, even though the weather was kind of, nobody was sure about the weather. It actually turned out pretty well for them, I think.
Now I don't even know if I could have done it though, because I don't think there was any Wi-Fi in the area. I'd had to figure out something to do that.
Oh, that'd been hard.
Yeah. Which I'm figuring out. There is a company that offers portable Wi-Fi. And it has like 5 cellular services built into one. So if one drops, it picks up the next.
Yeah.
But it's so expensive. I had to figure out how to incorporate.
Well, why don't you get Starlink?
I don't know anything about that.
That's Elon Musk's internet supply. It comes straight from satellite.
I have to check that out.
We're about to go to it for our company.
Yeah. I'll have to write that down before I forget.
Yeah. I heard it's not that expensive either. So that might be worthwhile to write it off as a company expense.
We're not a company.
One day.
We're going to keep everything off the books.
Oh.
I don't like the government. I was playing. Everything's going to go through YouTube. YouTube is going to be
That's right. YouTube's yeah.
So subscribe to the channel, like, comment, and become a member. It's 99 cents a day or a month. Yeah. I'll write this down before I forget, though. Starlink.
Yep. It's Elon Musk's internet. But our next show will be the Redbeards.
Yep, October 12th.
That's right, with Todd. I was going to do a powerlifting show October 12th. My bench will be there, and my deadlift will be there. But so I would have had to hit a 827 deadlift, which would have been a big deal. And then whatever it's 827 ... whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then it had to been a 628, whatever it is, bench, which I think I could have got. But the squat, I'd had to hit a 704 to reach the number I wanted. And my right knee, my patellar keeps sliding out. And luckily, I'm putting BPC and I'm doing TB 500, and that's helping a little bit. But when I squat, I can't. Oh my God, it hurts so damn bad. I can do 660 for a couple, but it hurts horribly. That's why you see me in the videos right now. I've got the SSB bar on, and I'm holding on to because when I do that, I'm able to hold myself back.
Yeah.
When I squat like that, I'm further back, and it doesn't put any pressure on my knee. But when I normally squat, and I've tried to defeat it, but I don't know how, I'm really coming up too quick on my toes, which puts a lot of front end pressure on your front of your knee. So,
have you done a lot of mobility with your knee?
Yeah, I do a couple of things. Actually, learned something from Nate, and he got it from his coach,
Les.
Yeah. That's right. And you put a band around whatever it is, could be a bar in front of you, put it behind your knee, and then you kind of flex your knee out.
Yeah.
That's helped a lot. And I ice my knee, stuff like that. And then my wife, we have a stretch routine we do before squats and all, which help a little bit, but I don't know what it is. Like when I go up, I'm on my toes.
Ankle mobility. Have you worked on that?
Well, I have a high arch. I think that hurts me.
Okay. Because I know all my clients that go up on their toes a lot, it's because their ankles are not as mobile. So they're not able to sit down.
That could be. That could be something. I need to probably stretch more of my ankles, but I do
a
lot of mobility.
And your calf probably getting too tight. And it's not because what happens is if you can't do a deep squat without going up on your toes, your ankle mobility is not all there. And what that does is it shifts your knees forward, your hips up, and if you end up using a lot more of your back. So
could be. I'm gonna work on more ankles. Figure out something to do for you.
Free.
Yeah, free. Right. And I'll take anything from anybody as long as it works. Shit.
It's made a huge difference in my squat being more comfortable in the bottom because used to like I'd go up on my toes when I got close to parallel. Now I can actually get to parallel flat-footed comfortably because I've increased my ankle mobility.
Yeah. I know the weight is not a problem. The weight on my body is not bad because I built my core up and I can carry 900 plus yoke and it doesn't really bother me.
Yeah.
But it's just something about the front of my knee and it keeps rolling out and it's painful and I'm scared it's going to pop. So I don't want to chance it. So, and I only gave myself 3 months really to train for this comp. Really, I need to do about a 6-month prep for it if I'm really going to go for it.
I was going to try to get Kat to do a collab cam because I can do, anybody with a cell phone can do a collaborative cam into the live stream and just highlight on the side of the screen if you were doing your show during the live stream.
Oh, she won't get on camera.
She wouldn't have to. She can just like connect to it and show us what the camera's looking at.
Oh,
so like,
okay. Well, that'd be cool.
Yeah. Well, I want to start doing that kind of stuff. Like if there's another big event going on, get somebody there.
And you have where somebody's out there doing an interview with one of the athletes.
So I haven't announced any of this stuff yet, but I've got my plan for Limit Breaker is to take the stream to the next level. I'm going to try to have it all set up the couple of days before. And as athletes come in and get their welcome packs, there's a place to sit down, do a quick few question interview, kind of like I did the first time, but actually have it more professional with mics and stuff. Ask a few questions, maybe even do an interview. And then during the competition, have a table set aside with a camera, mics, that's just to interview people as they come off kind of thing.
Huh. Okay. Well, that's a good idea.
And also get a picture of people as they come in so I can do the little cards at the bottom when the athletes come to compete. So it's like a fresh and put your shirt on, take a picture real quick, and then upload it.
Well, also, if somebody hits like a giant lift, whoever can go with them, get on the camera right then and do a kind of an interview.
Exactly.
How'd that feel? Such and such.
I'm trying. We're getting there.
That'd be cool.
The next step right now is to get enough members and views, monetized everything to get a second setup because I've got people who want to do it and they're like, if I cover the cost of them traveling, they'll do it just for the trip.
Yeah.
And that way, if I have 2 shows the same weekend, I don't have to turn one down or take, right now I'm having to take the one that's paying more just to pay the bills. I'd rather just be able to say, okay, well, my team here, you're going here. This other team, you're going there.
Yeah.
And that stream them both to the same channel. People can pick what they want to watch. Because I've already tested it. I can do 2 streams at the same time to the same channel from different locations.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
But anyways, we'll be at Red Beard. We'll be doing a live stream there. That'll be hopefully a nice little show. It's in Todd's place, the Forge Gym, which is always a nice place to be in, even though it's a dirty, grungy
it's Strongman
gym. It's a perfect environment to have Strongman. That's right. And Todd makes his own equipment a lot of times, so it's
very fitting for the Forge.
That's correct.
Like
very much.
It looks like some metal works going down in there. and I love it.
Yeah, and he'll be competing, which will be even better.
Oh yeah, he is competing.
That's
in
right.
This one. That's exciting. We might not have a table set up where we're on camera like this. We might be walking around with the mics talking to the live stream, but we'll have our earbuds in so we can hear each other, but doing the commentating because it's a smaller venue and I don't want to take up a whole table. I can set up on his Atlas Stone platform.
Yeah.
Like I did at the Forge last time. And we'll just be walking around on camera.
I'm sure we'll figure it out something.
I am going to throw a challenge out because I've been keeping up with the stats for all the live streams, and each stream seems to be progressively getting bigger and bigger because the channel's growing, but also we're getting into bigger shows. I'm keeping up with it on a total view basis. So it means views from today, from the day of the show, and all the way up until December 31st. So whichever show gets the most views, whichever show has the most watch time, which means don't just click on it, watch it for 5 seconds and exit, watch a little bit or play it in the background or something like that. So whoever has the most views, whoever has the longest watch time, and I think whoever gained the most subscribers during the live, I'm going to do Alabama Strong Awards like I do for the athletes. I'm going to have live stream awards to go along with the athlete and the promoters and the comp awards. So if you're
cool.
If you want to support your favorite show, go watch it. Go put it on there in the gym. Have it played in the background.
Southeast Open. Definitely go watch that.
I got a couple of shows in there too. So
that's true. Well, that was, I think, even though it was hectic, Georgia's Strongest Man was fun.
It was very fun. My takeaway from that one is I need to go the day before and mount security cameras up high.
Correct.
Pointing down that way because there was so many people packed in there. I just don't see.
I think that show won the most the award for most times having to tell people to move away from the cameras.
Yeah, I think you're right. I'm trying to think of another show.
Because every 5 seconds, you got to get away from the camera.
Colorado had a few, but we had the security cameras up high there, so it wasn't really an issue. Effing Strong was way out of the way, so nobody even got near it. I think you're right. I think Georgia was, but it was. I mean,
so congratulations, Matt. You got your own award on that one.
Yeah, he did have the most engagement until your show.
Oh,
you stole that from him. But I will say the most engagement was because I think we were talking to the comment section more than anything. Probably. Me and you were talking back and forth with everybody in the comment section.
Yep. I had some athletes on there talking to. Mr. Dillon was he was on there talking, and we had several others that we know, and then people asking questions, which was nice. But I mean, we maintained, what was it, average 76, 80 people, whatever it was?
Your peak was 71, which was about 19 more than the second highest. So
that feels nice.
And your average was like 48, 50, somewhere in there. Yeah.
So
you had a really good average, and first ever time getting super chats, which was it made my day because I was very grateful for that. Cover my gas.
Yeah, Miss Worley did one.
Oh, she did a big one.
I can't remember the name on there now.
I can't pull it up from my phone. I can pull it up, but
we appreciate everything.
Yes, every bit counts.
And that y'all were on there. I know y'all could have probably been doing anything else, but y'all were watching the show. Olivia also, she had a lot of people from Texas watching, so that helped out.
Somebody from Texas did a super chat. Yeah. I tell you, the comment section got me hyped for the log press. They were very into it, and they were entertaining to follow the conversation. I was having to go back and forth between the show and the conversation.
Yep.
But no, we've got this year just one left, but next year the stream's set up. It's tentative now, but we're looking at a show in January in Mississippi. We're in discussion right now with the Natural Strongman.
Oh, okay, that's right.
So nothing's been confirmed.
I was thinking about December. They got the Mississippi Strongest over there.
Yeah, I hadn't talked to that person yet. It's on a weekend that I possibly could. I think right now we might be doing Strongman Saturday that day. Here in November, I have to figure it out.
Okay.
It's going to be just invite only through the limit breaker testing, but we've already got January, February, March, twice in March, April, May, June. Yeah, so we got
bunch of Marches do you have?
I've got yours and then Colorado's or the Olympic City.
Yeah.
In March 22nd.
Yep.
So yeah, we've got a lot coming up. That's why I want to get a second team.
That's a lot. We'll be traveling a lot, apparently.
I met Mr. Willie Wessel down in Tampa.
Willie's a cool dude.
He is, and I didn't ask him to do it, but I'm very grateful he did. He shot my email over to the guy running nationals next year, and he's like, I think he's already got somebody lined up, but it's nothing concrete. So I might be a reserve option, but if he gets that, I'm gonna have to have a team of like 20 people to go with me because it's gonna be the best coverage. I'm gonna get some extra cameras and get like every lane. Heck, I might even do different streams and be like, if you're wanting to watch teen through X division, watch this stream. If you want to watch all the open, this stream.
That'd be neat. You can do it that way.
Because there's 30 something divisions.
Yeah, it's like 900 athletes or something.
Yeah. So if we have 30 divisions, I'll break it up.
Something I don't ever want to have to run. 900 friggin' people. Are you kidding me?
Oh, yeah. Mr. Willie let me know that they plan nationals out like 10 years in advance.
Huh? How many?
Like 10 years. He's like at least 8 or 9. He's like he goes, we've already know where it's going to be 8-9 years in advance. They plan it out that far in advance. So this 2025, it's been on the books for
good Lord.
And they rotated around. We've already planned it out for the next 8-9 years.
Wow.
I was like, can you tell me? Can I get some breaking news?
Maybe they'll do some around where we are. I don't want to travel to Colorado if I don't have to. Good Lord.
And this one next year is North Carolina.
No, I could do that one.
I'm
not going West Coast.
You want to go to Colorado?
I'll go to Colorado, but I ain't going to California or Washington or Oregon or all the crazy places.
They have to pay me.
Yeah, it's got to be some. Yeah, I can't do all that. That's a long travel for me since I'm going to have to drive.
Yeah.
I ain't flying. So that's going to be a 3-day
journey. I got to
journey.
drive too because I got to carry all the equipment. I'm not taking a chance of losing my equipment.
We'll have to rent us something nice, like one of those camper trucks. So we take turns to sleep.
Oh, yeah.
But,
because there is another show in the 22nd that I was in talks with. I had to turn down. If I can get the second team, I might say, who wants to go to Missouri? It's a lot shorter drive.
Who the hell are you going to have second team? Who the hell's going to be second team?
Well, right now, Todd and Sam seem to be pretty open to the idea.
That would be good.
Sam was good on the mic. She just didn't want to be on camera. So when that went at your show, when we turned the other camera around to have a third, so it was like a seamless all the way through, she sat down next to me, started talking, doing commentation with me. She just didn't want to be on camera. And then Todd got on camera for a little while and talked for a little bit.
Well, yeah, I kind of forced him. I was like, no, you got no option. You got to get on there. And because I knew he'd be good. He's a very knowledgeable guy.
Oh, and they both did great. It was fun having them. I was glad they jumped in because I hate just sitting talking to the computer.
It is very odd.
Just regurgitating what happened. And he got it. Good job. But having somebody to talk with and kind of bounce stuff off of is a lot nicer. That's why I tell the people in the comment section, talk to me.
Yeah. Like I said, thank you for all support it. Keep supporting, keep subscribing so we can grow it. Everybody, we're trying to build in Alabama, and now we're connecting with Georgia. Hopefully we can connect with Mississippi and Florida and Tennessee and the surrounding areas and get this thing going. There's a lot of athletes out there. They need places to compete. They want good shows. And like I said, thank you for everybody that helped as well. It means a lot. And see y'all next time.
Yeah. Thank y'all for joining.